Guys, this is crazy. Yesterday, I made a video about why World War III would be a war that we will not see. You write World War III with three eyes. It's your third eye. It's a war on consciousness. It's a splitting consciousness. And it's a vibrational and frequency type war. And I was like, okay, so if World War III is a consciousness war, what were the other two world wars about? And I was thinking, like, we have two eyes, and then this is our third eye. So I started looking into this more. And the first eye, which is your left eye, it's the ego's perspective. The second eye, which is your right eye, is the subconscious perspective. It's your intuition. And I'm sure there's so much more that goes into this, but each eye has a retina, and each retina has two different parts: the nasal hemiretina and the temporal hemiretina. The nasal hemiretina crosses over into the other side of the brain, so it makes a cross, and the temporal hemiretina goes directly into the specific side of the brain that the eye is on. And what I realized was that each brain obviously controls a different part of your mind. One is the logical mind and one is the emotional mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, each one of the first two world wars was a reflection of how it affected our minds, because our eyes are only the receiver of information, and this information is sent to each part of our brain, which is creating an image and shapes our outward reality. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So I looked more into this on how each eye would have played a part in each specific world war. And the first eye, which is the left eye, is the ego perspective. It's logic. It helps you function in the 3D world. And then the second eye is all about the subconscious mind, intuition, feelings, impressions. So I started looking into World War I and how that would have reflected into our first eye. And we had everything about the 3D in that world war. There were tanks on the ground. There were people fighting on the ground. It was all about survival instincts, navigating physical reality and stuff. And we also had a mass ego death of people, because it was a belief of what you see is all there is. And it was the identification with the body and the immediate environment. So I started looking into World War II. And I also want to say that each retina has a hemiretina that crosses into the opposite side of the brain. Well, each part of our body is controlled by the